you need to build an EDC keychain. Whether you are running out of the house, going for a jog, there's a power outage, maybe you don't have your normal big bulky EDC items, maybe your clothing does not allow for that, or maybe you just forget some of the stuff that you normally carry. Having everything on a small, compact keychain setup is awesome for a lot of reasons, and I'm going to break that down for you guys. Alright guys, so this is my sort of review breakdown of this EDC keychain setup that I'm currently trying to figure out and develop as time goes on, but this is what we're starting with. Now I want to mention the real purpose for me of something like this is, number one, I don't want to carry anything. Maybe I'm wearing running shorts, maybe I've got sweatpants, maybe I'm walking around the block with the girlfriend, whatever it is. Maybe I don't want to carry my kind of normal EDC flashlight or a big knife or whatever it may be, but I want to have all my bases covered with just a keychain. Now, this is useful for other purposes, such as maybe your work or maybe just going out of the house or whatever. But if something happens, car breaks down in the middle of the night, rabid dog comes running at you, I don't care. You could think of 500 scenarios. It's nice to have everything condensed into one very small package, because if you're like me, you're not going anywhere without, at least at the bare minimum, your keys, so you can get back in the house or the truck or whatever it may be. All that being said, let's break down what these individual items are. So currently on this keychain, I have a very small fixed blade knife, which we'll get into. I have a multi-tool, and I have a very good flashlight. So starting with, the first thing I put on this keychain was a flashlight. So this light is the Fenix E03R V.2. It's a keychain flashlight. It recharges with USB, and it does have a nice lockout mode where basically you can just hold this for 3 seconds, I believe, and it will lock out. So right now it's locked out. It has not gone off in my pocket. I've been carrying it a couple of weeks. But what I like about this flashlight is, once you unlock it, is how bright it is. So this is the lowest setting. It goes all the way up to 500 lumens. So you can see it gets really, really bright. This will easily illuminate a dark road or a person in front of you out to, say, 15 meters, maybe 20, depending on lighting conditions, but it's super powerful. I do like that I could use it defensively. I feel if I needed to, 500 lumens in your face is a lot. And I have not seen anything on the market that is this small from a reputable company like Fenix that has this kind of output in a keychain light. I mean, just to give you guys an idea, this is next to a normal key fob. And this thing is significantly smaller. The battery life seems pretty good. It also has this little red light mode, which is nice, I guess, if you want that. I don't really need it. One thing I like about this light is when I turn it on, it comes on low, so you're not gonna like annoy the wife or whatever. But yeah, a lot of power, super compact. I think even if you're not interested in doing some kind of keychain EDCing thing, everyone should have one of these lights. Get it for the kids, get it for the wife, whatever it may be. This is just such a good product, and it is from a company you can trust. I've used Fenix lights for years. I forget the model I had, but I had it forever and then I gave it away, but it was great. I've never had problems with them. So that's the light, and I will be doing a separate review on that, but for now that's just a brief idea. Next up is the multi-tool. So we are rocking with the Gerber Dime. This tool is way smaller than I thought it would be. I actually have it on a little KeySmart mag lock because when I'm working in my job, which we'll just call light construction industry, if I'm going up on a roof or something and all I bring with me is my keys, then at least I have some kind of tool. And I like to be able to quickly disconnect it from my keys with a mag lock so that I can actually open it up and use the tool. So I just recently got this Gerber Dime. For the size and weight, it is absolutely the best multi-tool available if you need pliers. Like there's the Leatherman Micra and a few tools that have not been discontinued, but they only have big scissors and they don't have pliers. For me, the pliers are a must. I will be doing a separate review on this tool, but you've got all kinds of little blades, package openers, scissors, pliers. The main thing I like is it's just so small. I mean, comparing this again to a normal size key fob, this tool really is tiny, and it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, truthfully, but I'm really happy with it. It's almost weightless. It doesn't kludge up my pocket or feel annoying. So that is the Micra. Now, the last thing I have on this keychain is a very small fixed blade knife. So here we have the Cold Steel Super Edge. It's a tiny knife. Sorry, let me get this back in the camera. It's tiny, it's serrated, it's razor sharp, it is Japanese steel, so it's not one of the Taiwanese cold steel versions. Those are great too. I love their knives, but I do feel a little bit better with something being made in Japan. Now this thing is pretty darn sharp, but what I like about it most is it is a fixed blade, it's almost weightless, and again, going back to the purpose of this keychain, I want something that covers all my bases. So I want this to cover, I need to tinker with something or open a package. I want this to cover, you know, a big emergency, a power outage, an animal attack, whatever it may be. And so having some kind of small blade on my keychain at least makes me feel better that I have something, if needed, I could defend myself with this knife. Now, I will say, it does come with this sheath, but this knife is probably a little big for a keychain. I think you'd be better served by a push dagger or something smaller. But this does work. Basically, when my keys are hanging, this goes right down into my pocket, and I don't notice anything annoying about it. It's not too big, but I would opt for something smaller ideally. But yeah, that's basically the setup, guys. You know, I'm not trying to be trendy or cringy with any of this, like in my opinion a lot of EDC videos are. I just think it's nice to have a keychain setup where everything you might need, at least basic tools and self-defense items, are in one place. You pop out for a jog, a bike ride, groceries, whatever. Maybe you don't want to bring out all these big bulky items. Maybe your clothing doesn't support that. So this is my suggestion. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I will put links to all of this stuff in the description. It's all available on Amazon. That's another thing. I wanted to build this off Amazon so that it's easily accessible for any of you guys watching. You can just order it if you like it, or maybe you can get inspired to have some of your own ideas. Now, I didn't mention this, but this is from a company called Spigen or Spigen. They're on Amazon, S-P-I-G-E-N. I'll link it in the description. This is just the carabiner and keyring that I'm using. This is like 16 bucks on Amazon, but it's pretty awesome. So, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you next time.